so as an American living in the Netherlands, there are still a couple of little things that I'm getting used to. Look, I'm not even gonna lie. I still get a little trippy when I buy eggs and there's feathers on them, like feathers. And now look, man, the feathers on the egg thing, I ain't gonna lie, that really threw me for a loop. But look, I'm over it, I'm Gucci. But now if you happen to know what the deal is with these feathers, or you've seen feathers on your eggs too, let me know right after you hit that subscribe button. Also hit that like button too. Cause look, we back on that Wi-Fi, okay? I trust y'all, y'all trust me. Look, come on, come on. Something else that still like trips me out though is like my son goes to gymnastics, and when I take him to gymnastics, right before his class, we'll sit down, we'll chat up a bit. I'll just tell him to be a good listener, go and have fun. He goes in a room, goes to gymnastics, has like doing the class, and I'm sitting there. Usually I'll run through ideas that are in my head and I'll write them down. And no joke, what'll happen is one of the instructors or an instructor that works at the gym will come in and ask me if I would like a cup of coffee or a tea or anything to drink. And yeah, man, this is one of the things that get me. Like, a lot of places will offer you tea or coffee or just something to drink. And these places, look, it's not like these are servers at restaurants or at cafes. These are just people who work at the place and they'll just offer you a coffee. And it's like a legit thing here too as well, because I've been offered coffee at Cool Blue. I've also been offered coffee at, I believe it was Ziggo and another phone place. It's nice, you know, like it's definitely something that never happens in the States. I have never been to one place in the States. I'm not even joking, big or small, upscale, whatever. I've never been to not one place in the States where you come in, you're getting some service or you're being helped and they offer you coffee. I mean, look, you will barely get a handshake, for real. I mean, unless you go to the bank. You go to the bank, you might be able to get a little cup of water. But yeah, I have noticed a lot of places here do that. I've seen it in Amsterdam as well. And now, strangely enough though, they do not do it at the Apple store. Ain't nobody never asked me for a coffee at the Apple store. Maybe it's because it's an American company. They never offer me no coffee. And now we are in Haarlem today, and wow, look how cloudy it is, man. It is. I thought she was saying what's up to me. She was like, hey, and then she was on the phone. But yeah, it is a super cloudy day. I'm on my lunch. It was raining like crazy this morning. Thank goodness, because I can't film in the rain. That's the only thing. I love walking in the rain. I love being in the rain, but yeah, you can't do nothing in the rain with this. Oh, and the trees are changing colors. Look at those trees. Yeah, man, I'm telling y'all, I'm trying to put y'all on, man. Fall's the boss of season. I'm just so saying, like, you can't walk, like, look at these leaves. Come on, look at all the color it's bringing out. And now something else that I'm not quite used to yet that, you know, I see really, like, all the time. And that is, I see a lot of families take their kids out kind of late in the evening. You know what I mean? Like, it's, you don't really, I mean, you see it in the States, but it's like negatively received. But it is something that is seen quite often here, where basically I'll be getting off of work at 7:30 and I see people going out to dinner with their kids who are like babies or like 4 or 5, like really young kids. But yeah, these are young guys and they'll be with their parents and they'll just be getting ready. They'll be eating dinner or getting ready to be served dinner, reading the menu. And it's something that's really nice about it. Like, I'm not gonna lie, it is nice to see. It just kind of throws me off sometimes too. As well as I hear that, like a friend told me that the Dutch like to eat a lot later. I don't know. Now look, I don't know. But I mean, I kind of think it's true because a lot of my friends who are Dutch, when I go over to their house, they always ask me to stay for dinner. And I'm like, my kids ate dinner at 5:30. And it'll be like 7 o'clock and they want us to stay for dinner. And man, I'm not even joking, man. Like, this actually happened the last time I went to my friend's place. And I was like, man, I got, my kids ate at 5:30. They're going to bed right now. And now, since I know y'all got my back, let me know in the comments if that is true. If Dutch tend to go to dinners a lot later. I mean, because again, yeah, my kids have dinner at 5:30. They're in bed by 7. Like, that's just the standard for us. Ooh, this place looks good. I'm gonna have to pull up in there. That place is good. Now, I'm not sure if it's a chain, but yeah, it's really good. Again, you already know, since I pulled up in there, tell them Sky Money sent you. They will give you a free receipt. I'm super saiyan, just super saiyan. And a quick side note, one of my favorite things to do when I'm walking is just walk down this strip. I don't know why, but I love walking down this strip right here. Just walk from all the way down there, all the way this way. And it's one of my favorite things to do. Now, there used to be a lot more down this strip, but everything's been closing down. Like, I guess, yeah, the pandemic hit hard for some people. So, yeah, a lot of these stores have been closing down. Some of them haven't even opened back up. They're still empty. So, yeah, hopefully it comes back, though. Maybe if I keep vlogging like this, maybe we'll put Haarlem back on the map. And all these stores will open back up. You know, another little thing that is like hard for me to get used to as well is like the holidays and the mini vacations. Because I just thought about this because I saw like a bunch of kids heading up to the train station going on holiday, because you could hear the Dutch, they're going to France or Paris or whatever. And man, that is something that's like really cool, man. I ain't even gonna lie, man. I mean, just a quick sidebar. These kids are going out of the country by themselves at like 16, 17, 18. Meanwhile, most Americans never been out of the country. Look at that kitty right there. What are you doing? What you doing, kitty? What are you doing? Actually, that's something else that I'm not quite used to, and that's like the amount of cats that are just like all over the place. It's like these cats are everywhere. I mean, don't get me wrong, it's not a bad thing. I'm gonna lie, I love cats. I mean, I love dogs too, but I like cats a little bit more. They're more independent, they bring more sauce. There's the Apple store right there that I was telling you about. They don't give you nothing. No coffee, no water, nothing. Yeah, that's the Cool Blue I was talking about. The one where you pull up in there, they will give you a coffee. All right, so now I think we're gonna grab a quick coffee. I actually wanted to grab a coffee at this place right here, Axe. Man, that coffee, so look, the cappuccino is off the chain. Like, it tastes like it's made with love. But man, it is always busy, like for real. It is always people outside. So yeah, and I need to hug the block outside. And so I think today we're gonna go with Bagels and Beans, this place right here. Okay, now while we wait for our cappuccino, kind of crooked. And now while we wait for our cappuccino, there is one more like really good little thing that I'm still getting used to. And that is like, let's say the family, she's about to knock the drip over. But I would say the family dynamics. Now that might not be the best way to say it. I want to say, I guess what I'm trying to say is, because this is a really good thing, but what I'm trying to say is I noticed that family is such a huge priority here. And again, I mean this in the best way, because in the States you do have that family prioritization too as well in certain aspects, but it's not the same. And mostly the family prioritization in America seems to be in a negative way. I mean, low key in the States, kids and family time and all that other stuff, it's almost like a burden. Versus here, I noticed that people genuinely want to spend time with their family. Like, they want to spend time together. The parents want to spend time with the kids. And look, I'm gonna be real, as an American, it is something that's still a bit of a shock. All right, we got our cappuccino, and I'm gonna be honest, let's see how it looks. All right, it doesn't look too bad, to be honest. I remember I came here once, and yeah, it wasn't good. All right, a quick side note, I was grabbing a cappuccino in Leiden in that video that I did in Leiden recently. I grabbed a cappuccino and I asked for honey, right? And the guy was like, honey? In a cappuccino? and he told everybody at the bar too. He's like, yo, he puts honey in his cappuccino. Man, I'm trying to tell y'all, man, changing the world one cappuccino at a time with honey. Okay, I don't know what's going on, but dang, the popo up there rolling deep. And not for nothing, seeing that many cops just chilling like that or walking together, that would usually make me nervous. But now, man, I feel safe as a whistle. Actually, that might be another one that something else that I get used to, because, yeah, the feeling goes, but it don't go to the extent that it does in the States, where it's just like one person walking, you know what I mean? saying hi now. I'm like, yo,
That's how when I see you, I will wait.
Ooh, oh man, look how dark it is. Holy cow. Dang, it got dark quick today. Also, I don't know if you can tell, but yeah, it definitely rained while I was doing a bit of work. It rained, and then right when I was done, it stopped raining. Come, that's boss. And man, not for nothing, I would hug the block a bit and like night vlog this thing, because I ain't gonna lie, it's so nice at night, especially in my hood, Haarlem. Come on, man, come on. Nah, but sticking with the whole family dynamic thing that I mentioned earlier, I think I'm gonna go home, have some dinner with the kids and the wife, and just call it a night. Ooh, look at that lighting, back up pimping. Look at that lighting. Ooh. Okay, quick side note, I walked all the way down here to get this shot. Look how dope this shot is. Come on, man. My favorite shot. Uh-oh, we are dark. What's good? There we go. I'm just saying, like, that's a dope shot.